I already know where this is going to go. I already know where this is going to go. So let's get it out of the way now. Why
are you laughing so loud?
I'm sorry. I mean, the texts were fun as hell. I was just picturing like I'm watching the movie. Seriously, I'm watching the movie and thinking the whole time thinking, oh, Eric's gonna fucking hate this.
Oh, that's.
I just based on because I compared you to Jack Black.
We're gonna get there. So the movie, suggested by Miller, is High Fidelity. This was released on March 31st of the year 2000, directed by Stephen Frears, based on a book by Nick Hornby. Budget of $30 million, rakes in $47.1 at the box office. Stars John Cusack as Rob Gordon, who is the manager of Championship Records. Local record store. We got Ivan. I can't even fucking pronounce this girl's last name, but
she's Swedish.
She's Swedish, but she plays Laura, who's Rob's
latest love interest,
ex-girlfriend. Get back together.
Yeah.
You know how it goes. Jack Black is Barry Judd, who's an employee at the record store. Todd Luiso as Dick, who's an employee at the record store.
Fucking Moby looking one of
Fucking A.
God.
I didn't know this. I didn't look like Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Oh, yes, it was her. That was her.
Oh, yeah.
That was definitely her. I went, oh, boy.
Catherine Zeta-Jones is Charlie Nicholson, who is a former flame of Rob. Sarah Gilbert as Anna Moss, who is a record store regular and customer who ends up becoming Dick's love interest.
Yeah.
Chris Bauer as Paul. Lily Taylor as Sarah Kendrew, who is another former ex of Rob's. Joan Cusack, John's sister, who plays John's friend, Liz.
Yeah, well, I think they're more of a friend of Lauren.
Yes.
I
think she was more of a friend of
okay,
his
yeah. That's right.
But again, the Cusacks have to be in every movie together.
It's weird, isn't it?
The insufferable prick that is Tim Robbins as Ian Raymond.
He's not.
He's fucking insufferable.
On a personal, I like a lot of his movies.
Shawshank.
He's got
the Hudsucker Proxy.
No, Shawshank. Done.
He just has one really good
one.
Shawshank. Yeah.
Shawshank. And in his fucking personal life, he's an insufferable prick. Susan Sarandon has rubbed off on him way too fucking hard.
You know what? I think he didn't have to play this part.
No, he just had to be himself.
Yeah.
Jolie Carter as Penny Hardwick. Chris Raymond as Vince. Ben Carr as Justin. And Natasha Wagner as Caroline Fortis, the local music critic.
Ah, yes.
So Rob is the manager at this local record store. And the movie starts with him and his girlfriend breaking up. She's leaving. And, like, the... hang on.
She you know, he's basically trying to talk her not to leave right away. She just takes garbage bags, walks out, and then he gets pissed out and yells out the window, you're not even in my top 10, blah, 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 blah. And then we decide to have him talking to the camera.
Yeah, the first fourth wall break.
Yes.
Tons of them in this movie.
Oh, my Lord.
There is no fourth wall. Cusack addresses the camera all the time.
Yep.
Okay, so he talks about his top 5 breakups of all time, because him and Dick and
Jack,
whatever his name is.
Yeah, we go.
Their life consists of obscure music references and top 5 lists.
3 pretentious people who think they know it all.
Whoa.
The difference is.
Oh, wow. I never fucking saw this movie before.
The difference between the 3 of us and the 3 of them is everything that we're doing for comedic effect. Even though the opinions are fucking honest. We're doing it for comedic effect.
Oh, boy.
If I ever dealt with an employee anywhere, if somebody in a record store or any store spoke to me the way Jack Black speaks to these customers, that motherfucker would eat teeth.
Well, the other thing is that one time, technically they're not employees. They just showed up here 3 weeks ago.
No.
They were supposed to come to work 3 days a week, but they never leave.
Yeah, they never leave. That was it.
What's up, Doug?
Yeah,
What's up,
unfortunately, I
Michelle?
can't fire them.
And they are such. Then of course they sprinkle out throughout the day. Even though in the opening scene he talks about like they maybe sell like one record, losing money and all that. Nobody knows about the place. Later scenes is kind of crowded.
Yeah. But like they Rob is going through his top 5 breakups of all time. What a fucking weird list.
Oh my Lord! But it
And the funniest part is number 1.
Yes.
Is a girl he kissed in 7th fucking grade.
Well, she was number 5.
Yeah.
Or what was she number 5?
Yeah, she was number 5.
That's right.
Because that was in school, and then I think he skipped high school.
No, second one wasn't high school.
Second one was high school.
Yeah,
That's right, because he kept trying to get in her pants, and
I thought that was college.
no,
No,
that was in high
okay,
school.
okay.
He kept trying to get in her pants.
That's right.
And like she just put up the wall,
Yes.
and then they broke up, and she ended up banging another dude like right away. Then there was the one in college,
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
where they were both rebounds.
Yes.
No. That was the next one. Kath, she was just like very artsy and just talked a lot.
Right.
And they would just hang out, and it's like was all of her.
And then she just met somebody else.
Yeah, she met somebody more interesting and moved on.
Yes.
Yeah. And then there was the rebound.
The rebound, who then decided, I found somebody else.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yep.
what?
But I thought that was
It's kind of
not a
like
thing.
it's kind of like they were fuck buddies, but
Yes.
Yeah.
he wanted more and thought it became more, but it really didn't.
Correct. And that's where he was kind of like, what?
Yeah. So this whole movie is the saga of Rob trying to get over his breakups.
Yes.
Okay. And like he goes about this. This is now keep in mind this is the days before social media, kids.
Mm-hmm.
So he's actually got to hunt these motherfuckers down in the phone book and shit.
Yep.
So the girl that he kissed in high school,
I still can't believe he did this.
he calls and calls her mom and finds out she married the dude he saw her kissing
2 days after.
2 days after that. And they've been
Slut.
together. They've been together forever. Okay. Yes, she married her first love. It was meant to be.
Yeah.
He's absolved himself of that. Cusack's playing a typical Cusack character.
Yes.
Then there's the girl from high school. They go out to dinner, and come to find out, she became kind of a wreck because he broke up with her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and again, he's like, why'd you break up with me? She's like, wait a minute.
You broke up with me.
And then he comes to and again, there's like no self-actualization there. It's like, he didn't feel bad. He's like, that's right. I did break up with her. Can I get the check? It's like,
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, this is like this whole movie is him trying to absolve his guilt to find out why he fucked up with Laura,
Yes.
who, by the way, is a lawyer and has been paying his bills. Okay? She's been paying his fucking bills. And she left him for this dude, Ian, played by Tim Robbins. Pretentious fuck. And he looks like exactly like you would picture Tim Robbins looking.
Ponytail.
does Tai Chi.
Yep, does Tai
Yes.
Chi, drinks fucking soy lattes, has some greasy sunglasses on. The best scene with him though was like almost the dream sequence when he comes into
In
the
the
record
music
store.
Yeah.
When he comes into the record store, I would have loved it to have been the real thing when he takes the phone to the face, like
Teeth go flying.
teeth go flying, and he just gets fucking waffle stomped by all three of them.
Oh.
All right, so now he looks up Charlie, Catherine Zeta-Jones. She's kind of sworn off relationships.
Somewhat.
She's too focused on her career.
Was that her?
Yeah.
And she invites him over.
To a dinner party.
Yes.
To, pretty much the douchebag society.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, they didn't even need to talk during that scene. I was like, oh, God.
Oh, my, yes.
They just...
How out of place did he feel?
And they all look like people that I would not even want to be around.
Yeah.
It's like...
All right.
But then...
And then there's Sarah.
Well, everything's going well with her, and he's sitting there talking with her, and he thinks, something's... And then he asks, why'd you break up with me? Or no, she goes, because she was like, you're not one of those people that still hold on to grudges and stuff like that.
You fucking are.
Yeah. And he goes, well, so why'd you break up with me? And then, and it fucking kicks him out.
Yep, and she kicks him out. And the last one is Sarah, which is the girl that they had. They were the rebound couple. Okay. He discovers she's mentally unstable, and she sabotages her relationships. Okay. So he lets it go.
Yep.
Out of pity. He just lets her go. But now, after all this shit, and he's realized what the fuck's going on, in the meantime, there's these two skater kids who keep coming in and robbing the store.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he hears a recording of them. Actually, all three of the pretentious record store guys. We should open a record store, fellas. Just saying.
Oh my.
And they hear that these kids are really good. But in the meantime, Jack Black's character has also decided to audition for a band.
Yeah. Well, he had put up a poster years ago. Someone finally came in.
Yeah.
So now he has a band.
And they're like, you can't do anything. I can sing. No, you can't.
We'll get there. So Laura comes to her senses and realizes what a fucking yam bag Ian is. And nobody even calls him Ian because I guess the name's too pretentious, so they call him Ray.
Yeah.
It's kind of a douchey name.
Yes.
I kind of like the name Ian, but neither here nor there. Anyway.
Maybe he makes the name, though.
Yeah. But they end up getting back together, and she has, during all this,
No, wait.
she kind of makes the list of things what are the things you want, top 5 dreams.
I think he made the list, and she came
Yeah,
into the
he
house.
made the
and
list.
found it.
He made the list, and she found it.
Yes.
And
This is when she was still moving out at this point.
yeah.
She was still living with Ian, and she found that list, and I don't remember what the list was. I don't know if you have it
Dreams, I
written down.
thought it was.
Yeah, it
'cause
was dreams.
yeah.
Like, what do you want
Yeah.
to become in your life?
Yeah. And it kind of sets him going in a proper direction. And then the real turn in their relationship happens. Laura's father dies.
Yes.
And Rob and Laura's dad were close. So he goes to the funeral.
Yeah, and she actually never told her father that they broke up
No.
because she knew he was in poor health and didn't want him to know, make him feel worse.
Right.
And of course,
What's her name makes a dick out of Rob at the funeral.
but also Ian's not at the funeral.
Yeah, Ian's not at the funeral,
No.
and Liz makes a dick out of him at the funeral.
Yeah, that Liz who it was. Makes the dick out of him. He storms out.
Mm-hmm.
Lauren comes after him.
She goes and finds him.
He's hiding behind a fucking bench in a downpour.
Yeah. Hiding behind a bench in a downpour. She takes him, gives him a ride, and then gives him a ride.
Yes.
Yep. And how many downpours, my God, has he been stuck in this movie?
Oh my God. Well, yeah, when he was on the payphone.
Yes, every time.
Yeah. So they end up back together. Okay. And now he decides he's going to start a record label. Top 5 records.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And the first signees are, what was the name of the band?
Something Wizards.
It was something stupid.
Hang on. The Kinky Wizards.
The Kinky Wizards. I stole my mother's wheelchair.
Yeah. Yeah, the EP is I Stole My Mother's Wheelchair by the Kinky Wizards. So they're going to, and Rob used to be a DJ, and he was a sought-after DJ.
Yes.
Yeah.
And unbeknownst to Rob, Laura organizes
A release party.
a record release party.
Yeah.
And the triumphant return of DJ Rob.
And he's like, I don't want to do this.
Yes.
And she finally talks him into doing it. And the opening act is Jack Black's band.
Yeah. So it was something Death something.
Sonic Death Monkey.
Yeah. Sonic Death Monkey. And
But it was almost Kathleen Turner Overdrive.
I know the intro was funny alone. Where it's like, please don't leave.
Yeah. And surprise, surprise, Sonic Death Monkey was actually pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Jack Black can sing. When he's not being an insufferable cunt, he can sing. So don't ever listen to a Tenacious D album because he's insufferable on them. But, Everybody Lives Happily Ever After. It's an early 2000s rom-com. You get what you get. It's an early 2000s John Cusack rom-com set in a record store.
Mm-hmm.
Final thoughts?
Come on, this movie is like you talk about those Gen X movies. This is one of them. You know, the only difference we didn't have a record store, but we still talked about top fives.
Yeah.
Some of their top 5 number 1 side ones. Okay, I couldn't even name number 1 side ones.
That's true.
You know,
A depressing song.
Over the Mountain.
I don't even know that. But yeah, I mean, the artists, again, a lot of their artists that they were listening to, like Belle and Sebastian.
Yeah.
I do remember hearing about those people, but I don't remember them.
Yeah. It's a very, very indie-heavy movie.
Yes. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like indie stuff is like is top of these guys. But I remember the movie.
It's a more indie Empire Records.
Yeah, I saw this probably when it came out. I enjoyed it then, and I really kind of I understand the Rob character where it's like, what am I doing wrong?
Yeah.
And it's nice that he gets to go out there and ask them what I did wrong. I would never do that.
That's balls.
Yeah.
That's after all those years too.
Yeah.
That's fucking balls.
Shit.
But I mean, and at least he grows from it. Again, Jack Black, this is my introduction to Jack Black, and he never evolved from that character of being such a fucking asshole. And it seems like that's just his motif. Fine. But I mean, and it's still, at the time, it was still enjoyable to watch. I enjoyed it. I give it a thumbs up. It's a good movie. And I like John Cusack movies.
Okay. Good. What do you got?
The fourth wall and the flashbacks in the beginning of the movie, that took it away from me for a little. I got to the point where I was just like, can we please get on with the storyline here? These flashbacks are killing me. It's the only negative I had about the movie. Surprise, and this is the first thing that popped in my head. You guys like Better Off Dead?
Yep.
You guys like Clerks?
Yep.
It was like combined.
No.
No.
No. The only similarity it had to Clerks is it takes place in a store.
Right.
This does not have Kevin Smith's
No.
sharp writing
but-
or intelligent writing.
Well, I'm just saying that's what this reminded me of.
Okay.
But that being said, I'm not going to say I hated it. I'm not going to say I loved it. I'm going in the middle. I probably won't watch it again.
Okay. So, this movie was pretty good and really fucking relatable on a lot of levels. Really fucking relatable on a lot of levels. 3 very opinionated guys who do top 10 lists and shit on things that they don't like. Hello. Hello. The only real drawback was Jack Black. That fat fuck is insufferable in everything he is in. I cannot fucking stand him.
Oui.
He makes me sick. If any clerk in a store that I owned or a store I was a patron at ever treated me the way he treated people in that fucking store, that fat bastard would 100% eat his fucking teeth. There's no doubt about it. He's 100% cringeworthy in everything he does. I cannot stand Jack Black. That being said, Tim Robbins was perfectly cast to play himself as the uppity prick. Perfect fucking casting for Tim Robbins to play that guy. All in all, I'm going to give it 3/4 of a thumb. Not all the way.
Unprecedented.
Ooh, that is unprecedented.
Not halfway, not all the way up, 3/4. Very fucking relatable. I know these guys. I may be one of these guys. The difference between me and Jack Black is I'm funny.
He's going to turn into one of these guys next.
I don't know. If anybody, you're a more opinionated Dick.
Yeah, because Dick was kind of an idiot savant about music.
And again, he would come up with stuff, and Jack Black, no, you're wrong. No, that's right. Who did it? And especially when we said, hey, these guys might influence Green Day.
Yeah.
Things like that. So he was just, again, you're not as mousy and meek, but again, you would have hit somebody with the phone.
Yeah, I might have. But all in all, it wasn't a bad movie. Congratulations, Miller.
Alrighty then.
You probably thought you were going to get shit on for that.
I did.